Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. I'm your host, Trevor Beckman. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. Today, we're going to be talking about Niners news as far as injuries go and some of the new signings. So, first on the list, Ricky Parcell. Is Ricky Parcell going to end up being one of the star wide receivers on the 49ers, or is he injury prone? He seems to be having a lot of little nagging injuries that is holding him back from really having a big training camp. When he's healthy and he's on the field, he's looking really great. But unfortunately, we are seeing him get these little nagging injuries that are holding him back. So hopefully this is not a trend going forward in his career. But I do want to see him succeed, and I hope that he gets over some of these little injuries that are keeping him off the field, especially in his rookie year where he's really needing to shine. So that's one to look out for. Defensive lineman Davis is out with a knee injury. He's going to be out for half the year at least. So there's another injury that not necessarily big because he's not a starting defensive lineman, but if one of our defensive linemen goes down, we won't have him as a backup anymore. So will the Niners go and look for somebody in the open market to try and sign as a backup defensive lineman? I think maybe not such a bad idea. They definitely are going to be without Davis for at least 6 months, maybe longer. Ambry Thomas, unfortunately, even though I mentioned about that one play that he allowed basically a whole new first set of downs on the 1 yard line and allowed a touchdown basically to occur, not directly but indirectly, in last week's preseason game. He is still an amazing talent, and he was a really solid player on this team. And now he's got a broken right forearm, and he's out indefinitely. We don't know how long, but that certainly will take him through the beginning of the season, no doubt. So he won't be available either. So those two injuries. Definitely Thomas is a little bit more impactful, but not good to see before we even start the season. And again, this is something of a trend that we see with the 49ers camp almost every year. We have some players that go down, and I still just question the physical training staff with the 49ers and how they're getting the players ready to go and ready to play on the field, because this happens a lot. I'm not really sure what's causing it. I'm not sure if it's the training staff there or if anything can be improved, but definitely it's a trend. It's been happening for many years now, and it's a trend. It's not just a few players that just are having bad luck that day. I think it's definitely a little bit more than that. Would love to see if the Niners could maybe upgrade in their training staff to get these players ready to actually play in good physical condition for the year. That's just a feeling I have. I don't have any actual backing to say that that's the problem. Just a thought in my head that I'm wondering if that might be it. So, signings. Robbie Chosen, we got him signed to a 1-year deal. And unfortunately, we had to drop injured Frank Darby, a wide receiver, to make room for Robbie Chosen. We also signed safety Tracy Walker III to a 1-year deal and placed defensive lineman Drake Jackson on the PUP list. So those are your signings for the week, and those are your injuries for the week. Niners actually had to cancel practice with the Saints because of so many injuries. So back to what I was saying before, I'm wondering if this is a conditioning issue with the training staff or what, but they had to they had to actually cancel a practice with the Saints because of how many injuries they have right now. They're all little nagging injuries. Most of them are not going to affect the Niners going into the beginning of the season, but some of them could turn out to be that way. We have a few more preseason games left. I just want to see the Niners come out healthy for the first game and not have any major injuries. So let's see how it goes, but I think now they got to tread carefully and make sure nobody of significant status gets hurt again. Anyway, that's my update for the 49ers injuries, practice news, pickups for the day. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.